can't imagine he's
Okay,
him.
I'm at 776 Washington Street in New Richmond, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, basically anything that would be concerning to the buyer. Our access point is an inspection hole in the top of the sewer line here. You can see the opening to crawl / half basement underneath the back half. It is PVC here, but it looks like it drops down. There's a couple fern cones. It looks like it reduces in size to a 3-inch clay here, and so this would be pretty normal. When this line was originally put in, you have something coming over from the right. So what I may do is locate this when I pull back, because there may be a top side or a high-end clean out right there. I have to see if we can get this to turn. Usually not this hard to get a turn here. There we go. Come on. I'm going to pause the video for a second and turn on some water so that we can maybe get a little help making this turn. Alright, so we've got the water running a little bit. I'm hoping I can get this to make this turn. Oh, why in the world it doesn't want to turn? It doesn't. I don't see anything that looks. It's just a T in instead of a Y. But it'd be normal for this age. Okay, that's why, because I'm going the wrong direction on it and I'm going up against. Okay, let me see if we can get the camera to turn. Because it is a T, my camera is trying to go the
opposite way.
Wrong direction, yeah. So what I try to do is get my camera to kind of flip. Nope, it's still going against the same way. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Alright, so expect this to go around the house and out to the front.
Are you recording now?
Yeah. Which it does. It's turning left. So we'll probably see another turn. Looks like it's going to go up the left side of the house if you're facing the house.
How far
down the right now I'm about 35 feet out.
Yeah.
And
looks good so far, right?
Yeah. Little tiny bit of root intrusion there.
Yeah.
Root intrusion is about the most common thing you're going to see in clay lines. It's a lot of times, I'd say about 80 to 90% of the lines that I inspect that are clay have some form of root intrusion.
Yeah.
You can either do some form of chemical treatment, which would be like a root X or something, as preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
Or and so that's about a once a year kind of thing you could put in there, and it would keep the roots back. But if they're not real heavy, I'd say yearly chemical treatments would be enough to keep the roots down.
Okay.
But again, this is very, very common. And it looks like the little bit of root intrusion that I've seen so far is very minor. There are permanent solutions to root intrusion, but they are things like basically replacing the line or doing liners, which is again really expensive, and people have been maintaining these clay lines for 100 years. So
Yeah.
this is not doing regular maintenance. It's just basically what most people aren't told, that they need to do maintenance on an old sewer line. But structurally, the line looks really good. Again, a little bit more roots there, but structurally the line looks really good.
Good. Good news, especially for the age of this house and that big tree up front. That's
Yeah.
great. So are you at the street yet?
Nope, we're getting close to the, we should be getting close, being that I'm out 100 feet, but we'll have to. There we go. So we should be getting close. I'm out about 100 feet. Now that does include the whole side of the sewer line.
Oh, okay.
Or, I mean, whole side of the
Yeah,
house, the
come-
distance.
Yeah, come over.
And we do have water flowing at the time right now, so we are able to witness that. But so sometimes as you're pushing out, you might get a little splash in front of the camera. Really obscure visual for a second, but that just shows you that camera lens is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe, so it's not a lot of water.
Yeah.
Got to be getting close here soon, and there we are. So there is the connection to the main, and we're about 130 feet out, and the line looked really good, especially for its age. Of this material, the very minor amount of root intrusion is it's normal, to say the least, to have some root intrusion, but usually for something this age, it's usually a lot worse. This is very minor, and as long as you keep an eye on it and make sure you either do some form of preventative maintenance, or I usually recommend doing the chemical treatment about once a year. With Rudex is kind of the brand name, like kind of the Kleenex to tissue thing, but there's quite a few options. Do that about once a year, and then I usually recommend another inspection in about 5 years, just to try to see if the roots are growing, and if you need to adjust the maintenance schedule, either less or more frequently. But everything looked good structurally, so we're going to go ahead and we'll continue recording as we pull back. But the line looks really good again. You can actually see the flow line, the water marks on the side of the pipe, and they're not even getting up to halfway on the line, and that would even include heavy usage during showers or laundry. No roots of any, there's no roots that are even down in the flow line, it seems. But we'll be able to take another look at that on the way back. That was probably the worst one there, about 87 feet. And it's about the size of a small golf ball, but it's up out of the flow line. Usually the reason this happens is because you have these old clay lines are in like 3-foot sections, so there's just a lot of connections, and over the years the packing in those sections tends to kind of shrink a little bit, and there's nothing a tree likes more than water and fertilizer all in one place. I'd say even at this point you could wait a year before you did the first chemical treatment at least. I don't really see anything that's anywhere near causing any obstructions. And there it was coming right through that tee. And
So Ted, if he,
So-
in 2 years if he leaves, he's got.
so the line looked really good.
First year he gets a
See.
100%.
Yeah.
We're back out of the line, and so yeah, you can tell, just to kind of summarize what's going on, the line looked really good structurally. I didn't see any structural issues whatsoever. You just have that there's a few spots of really minor root intrusion, and again, I'm just going to recommend a preventative maintenance about once a year with some chemical treatment, and then maybe an inspection, a re-inspection in about 5 years, just to kind of check root growth and modify the maintenance schedule if necessary. So that'll end the inspection at 776 Washington Street in New Richmond, Ohio.